Hi, I'm Andrew Wright from Goat Track Theatre Company. We're a company that provide quality drama and theatre experiences for children and young people. We work out of the Scenic Rim, and we're Scenic Rim Regional Council's professional theatre company in residence. Our company's business is multifaceted. First of all, we run projects for young people. Generally, we go away and seek funding from major organisations and business partners, and we bring them together to do work that's socially responsible, or pushing the message of social responsibility for children and young people. Some of our previous work has been Crash. Crash was a project that worked for 18 months with young people as drivers, 40 young people as drivers, who were responsible for questioning road safety experts, people who'd worked in terms of road safety issues, health workers, educators, police, paramedics, and they would work with the young people for a duration of about 6 months to do research. Then we created a story, and then we performed that story, and that was in a community theatre context. And I suppose one of the things that changes how Goat Track is different is that we can work in a way that builds community capacity and works with young people and bonds community. But then we can take that product that we've developed in that context and make the transition into professional theatre. So Crash now is being rewritten for a professional context rather than a capacity where we have 13 performers on stage. It now has 5 performers on stage, and it's able to tour. It's a touring piece which goes out to regional Queensland in October of this year. So I suppose the model that we're working from is one where we get maximum grassroots contact on an issue of real social relevance and importance to young people, so that they will commit for long periods of time with their community, and not just as a group of young people, but as the drivers on a project who then, I suppose, investigate. So when adults come into our project, they're not put in the position of power or lecturer or the big jug pouring information into the little jug. They're put in position of someone that we would like to interview in order to make our own deductions about the issue that's been raised. So I suppose that makes us a little bit different, because we're not doing the log cabin form of art making where we go off by ourselves and write a thing in isolation, but rather writing a piece in the community, having it checked by the community, and having a lot of different voices coming in. And so one of the things we value is I suppose we value voices of dissent. The idea that multiple views on an issue give us the greatest sense of truth through a piece of artwork. So yeah, Crash is touring later on this year, and the project will have started all the way back in 2008, and is now 2011 before we're actually doing a professional performance of the show, and I suppose the life of that might transcend another 12 to 18 months, or then be published and performed again. And I suppose it's that long-term view of art making with young people that we're interested in. So Crash is an example of how we work. And then we also obviously provide classes. We have a very strong educational focus. We work in schools with partnerships with schools, and we also do work with children and young people in our own communities. So sometimes we're creating work for children and young people, and sometimes we're creating that work with children and young people. This is quite a division of the kinds of work that we do as a theatre company.